Welcome back to the Sound for More channel and welcome back to another tutorial on Loopy Pro. Today I have the pleasure to introduce you to how to use the MIDI sequencer with MIDI clips and therefore how to use the MIDI sequencer. Before I continue, I would like to remind my viewers to subscribe as it helps with growing the channel. Thank you very much. Additionally, if you would like to support what I do, please do check the instruction contained in each video description. Thank you again. So here we are. I have created a project. As you can see, we have 4 MIDI clips. The first one is for chords, the second one is for a bass, the third one is replicating chords, but it will be using a different instrument, and the fourth one is just to create a drum pattern. As you can see at the bottom, we have lots of different AUV3 instruments. They are practically all from Rob Jackson and they are fantastic. So let's open up first of all the mixer. As you can see, it looks really busy, but it's not that difficult. So first of all, we have this purple clip, a MIDI clip, which is driving analog XS for pads. Then we have this blue MIDI clip, which is driving analog X1 for bass. Then we have this green MIDI clip, which is driving analog GR, which is replicating chords from these purple clips just to add more effects. Finally, we have an orange MIDI clip, and as you can see, it's driving many different instances of analog DR. So the first two here are kick drums to enhance the sound, to make it thicker, then a snare, and then hi-hat. Okay. Finally, on the master here, we have a soft limiter, okay, on the master track, and here we have added as well an effect, a delay, to give more body to the bass. Okay, so first of all, let's go back to the clip view and disable all the clips from playing. Next, let's go to the sequencer here, and there it is. As you can see, it's empty. Now, starting from the bottom here, you have 3 selection here, 3 tools. The first one is a pencil, then a select tool, and then this one to zoom in. They're exactly the same controller you find inside the piano roll for the MIDI clip, which we have already seen in a previous tutorial. So go back to that if you want a reminder, please. So we stick to the pencil tool for now. As you can see here, we have a row or a track for each of the MIDI clip. If you click up here, you can disable the track from play. If you click here on this headset phone symbol, you solo that particular part. Of course, if you click on the clip, you can clear the track or clear all of them as well. So we stay on the pencil and we are just going to start with the bass, and we click here. And it produces a first MIDI clip on the track. And here you can see the timing with the measurement in bars. Okay. Now, if I click again, I can create another clip, and you can see the start and left and the end of the click. If you click and hold, then it can extend the repetition. If you click again on that clip, you are going to remove it. Okay, if you have the select tool, you can just click only once without clicking and hold, as you do for if you're using the pencil tool, and then you can immediately select that, and then you can move the handle already. And of course, as you click on it, you can select to delete it, to copy it, and to cut. And then of course, as you copy, you can paste as well. All right, let's go back to the pencil. Okay, so we want these to repeat twice, so at the very least up to that. Okay, then what we want to do is to start drums. There it is. Okay, and we want at least to repeat those 4 bars. Okay, same duration as that. Then we want to have here to start the chords. So we go here and we press here. Okay, and we want those for at least those 4 bars, and then we will want to start with the granular synth as well for 4 bars, like so. Okay, so that is where we are. Let's double click here to actually center the screen and to zoom out so you can see everything. Let's go back to the selection tool. Now let's click and extend up to the end for all the different clips, like so. Okay. Next, what we want to do is we start to play from here, but when it reaches the end, we want to continue to play in a loop starting from measure 13. So in order to do that, we can click up here, click again towards the top, and now it gives you a selection to paste, or it says loop from here. So click from there, and you can see yes, create automatically loop. If I click again there and click again towards the top, I have a selection to loop from here, loop to here, to disable the loop or remove it. If I disable the loop, you can see at the bottom here the symbol is disabled, and if I click on it, it will re-enable it. Okay, so if I click on that again, I can remove the loop, and of course I need to recreate it. So click on it, click on it again, loop from here, and then we have created the loop. What you will also see as I start to play is that when the playhead here reaches the loop, this symbol of play will, it will transform in a pause as it's playing, but as soon as it reaches the loop, it becomes a symbol of a loop. And if I click on the symbol of a loop, it will disable the looping temporarily as it is playing. So let's have a look. So back at the beginning, let's click play. So I click on the symbol of looping once to disable that looping temporarily, and then it becomes a symbol of pause. Then I click on it to pause it again. So if I move here again, look, as I play, it will not have a symbol of looping, but as soon as it reaches the loop, it will change. So you saw it stopped looping, but it's continuing to play. So I have now to stop it finally. The other way to do it is you could disable temporarily the looping as well. In that case, it doesn't loop anymore. Right, so it's a great sequencer. It is improving, it's getting much, much better. Now, something else as well, as you create clips like so, you can do adjustment. At the moment, you can see the adjustment are quite large. So if you click where it says bar here, you can say go by quarter or eighth, for example, and then you can see the adjustment are finer. Okay, so you can change the adjustment here. You can go by none or auto, which is what is set at the beginning, which depending on the screen zoom and size. As always, you can, sequencer is enabled, you can see here, so it's playing the sequencer instead of the clips on the clip view. And of course, I will show you also in another video how you can also record directly in the sequencer. Okay, I hope you enjoyed, and as always, see you next time. And by the way, don't forget that here you can export the stereo mix and also multi-track, which is absolutely fantastic. Okay, bye.